Good morning, how are ya? My brain really wanted to say, hi friends, happy birthday. And I don't know why, but happy, actually, this comes out on Christmas Eve. I am having my last week in California. This next weekend, I go home to Texas for Christmas, which will be so much fun and I can't wait. So I'm just like wrapping up a lot of things. There is something festive literally every night, except tonight. Tonight is the one night without it. We have actually tomorrow like a bridal situation for a friend. Their wedding is Saturday. We have something called Melody League, which is like a show. It's like a benefit show that our community puts on every year. It's kind of put on by the Switchfoot guys. Jordy's playing it. So that's something. What even else? I don't know. There's just so many random things. It's like party season in full swing. And actually today is going to be a lot of prep for one of those things. For the bridal situation, my friends Leah, Haley, and I are hosting it together. And we are just going to spend today kind of prepping food, shopping, doing all the little tasks. We're gonna do like a French cooked dinner is basically what we're doing. Haley is a foodie like me. She's gonna come over today actually. And she's like, can I come and just like hang with you while you vlog? And I was like, you're okay with me vlogging? You just healed a part of my brain to where I feel like I can comfortably do my job around you. So let's hang out on a work day. She's awesome. I adore her so much. We actually all went to dinner last night because she just had her last day of school yesterday and she got an A on her final exam. So we went out to celebrate. I think I'm officially ready for the day. I did not want to wash my hair. So we did this little bun situation and it's looking a little aggressive in the back. We're gonna go with it. Something that I have been waiting to do with y'all is I had the thought the other day of my birthday orange tree. I haven't checked the oranges on it in forever. So I went to go peek the other day and I think, I don't know, it might be a little premature, but it might not. I think we might be able to harvest our first orange and do a taste test. Look at all these forming. Do I pull this and then let it ripen on the counter or do I let it ripen on the tree? And then this is the blood orange tree that came with the house. Oh, I hope that wasn't so dumb. Okay, it's not super blood, but it is super orange. Okay. It is tart, but it is good. I was actually expecting it to be even more tart than it is. That's so incredible that that just grew outside. Nature's so cool. I can't wait until there's the vegetable gardens back there. Also, I'm feeling pretty good today. Like I'm feeling pretty energetic. It's like the last week of work for me. I've been sleeping really well. I track my sleep on my ring. I don't know if anybody else does that, but it gives you like this little like crown emblem when you did a good job. And I like that that kind of like gamifies it. I always try to get a crown. My stats have been really good lately and I'm proud of myself for that. One thing that I'm really excited to tell y'all about, you know I love magnesium. Like I can feel a difference in my mind, my body, my sleep, my anxiety. I love magnesium. I have started taking magnesium in a new way, but not just magnesium. Okay, you might recognize this brand. This brand is called Jim. I took these with me to Paris last Christmas. So over a year ago at this point. I love this brand because they are a brand that makes these chews out of whole food ingredients. Kind of a foodie with a nutrition background's dream because their whole thing is food as medicine. So let's use food, real food, to deliver vitamins and nutrients and all sorts of things instead of like synthetic powders and synthetic pills. Of course, like I said, there's magnesium, but there's lemon balm, there is cinnamon, banana, golden chlorella. This one kind of has like a nutty, cinnamony taste to it. These are great because they were actually developed with a pastry chef. This is a week supply. There's 7 bites in here. I feel like these just taste like dessert. These are like turmeric, ginger, citrus. These are just their kind of like full, well-rounded alternative to taking your like daily vitamins. You know me, I love a little holistic solution, especially if it's rooted in science, and I love what they stand for. So they're a great sponsor. I'm thankful to work with them on today's video. They also gave me 50% off your first month if you want to try them out. The code is just my name, Michel. That'll get you 50% off the first month. There's also a link, I'll have it down below, just in case you're also wanting to be a little less stressed, wanting to feel like calm and relaxed. I love these a lot. Genuinely. So, as mentioned, Haley's gonna come over sometime between like 11 and 12. We're going to plan our menu together and then do all the shopping and some of the prep today. We heard rumor that Costco has sturgeon caviar for like a decent price. And we're wanting to do a little bit of a fancy menu. So I think we're gonna do like the typical potato chip, creme fraiche, caviar situation, and maybe a steak and a fish as the 2 proteins. I'm gonna do French onion soup for 8 people. I actually bought little ramekins with little lids. They're really cute. But that's something I could prep today, at least the soup part, because it takes a million years, especially for that many people. I bet we'll literally have to cut like 10 onions. Maybe more, honestly, because they've reduced down to so little. I'll have to do a little bit of research and about a bulk French onion. I've made French onion soup one time at the in-person school that I was going to. And then I made French onions, not a soup, but like the same caramelization French onions for a Thanksgiving recipe. And it took me an hour of stirring just like 4 onions to get it to like reduce down and caramelize. So then if I have extra time, there are a few errands I would love to run. I'm going to mail off the last thrift and gift. And I would love to just run my car through the car wash and fill it up with gas. And I think I could do all of that in an hour. So I'm gonna start tidying. We'll see how much we get done, and then we'll see if I have time for those extra couple of errands. But my car is looking really, really bad on the outside. So overdue for that. Okay, things are a bit tidied. Finally found a package that fit all that clothes. About to run off and mail it, and I also have an Amazon return to do. So we'll do that, and then Haley has just woken up and is gonna get ready and be on her way here soon. But when I was doing that, I was getting a couple calls done too, listening to a podcast or some of it and getting a couple calls done. And one thing that we just finished booking is our anniversary trip. I'm so excited. Obviously, February, we decided to just stay in California and do a road trip. We're gonna road trip all the way up. Our furthest point north is Trinidad because there's a lighthouse there. Jordy planned the whole itinerary, and then I found the hotels that I liked. And he's so cute, planning basically like a lighthouse tour of California. But the spot that I just had to book over the phone, because you can't even book online, is a spot in Big Sur. And it's from like maybe the 1800s, but they have no cell reception, no Wi-Fi, no TVs, just like no electronics at all, which obviously like I'm glad I'm going with Jordy, because if I was alone, I'd be fearful for my safety. That's gonna be crazy to stay there for a while and just actually have no option to connect to the outside world. I've stayed in like a getaway cabin where they encourage you to lock your phone away, but I've never stayed the night somewhere where even if you wanted to make a call, it's just not an option. So that'll be fun. That'll be just like, I don't know. They said on the phone, they're like, it's truly like stepping back in time. Just want to make sure you know that before you move forward with booking. And I am debating taking that week fully off because it's our anniversary trip, or getting some iPhone clips during the trip to later do like a recap of like my ideal California coastal road trip with like the spots, what we did, the itinerary, where we stayed, what we ate, in case anybody wants to recreate that. I wouldn't do that unless it felt like really helpful to some people, because obviously I like to be as present as possible for that trip. But if it felt really helpful and was like a good, interesting video for y'all, I would do it. So let me know your thoughts. And I'm still breaking out around my lymph nodes. Kind of covered it up today though. Package shipped. I am curious if anybody ships things frequently, because that's starting to become me. What do you typically do? My average shipping when I do this is like $70, and I just feel like there has to be better, but I normally am shipping like a pretty big box. So I've heard about like memberships. I think there's literally a spot called like shipped.com. I don't know. I haven't looked into any of them too much, so I'm just curious if anybody has a good recommendation for frequently sending pretty big boxes throughout the US, because that's been me. Thanks in advance. Wow, I just knocked out packages, car wash, car vacuum, and filling up with gas in like 20 minutes. It's pretty good. But now I just got a call from Haley, and there's been a little change in plans. 'Tis the season. It's ring season. It's cuffing season. Everybody's getting married and engaged. But one of her really good friends, she just found out, is going to be proposed to tomorrow, and she was asked to be the person that made sure her nails get done. A very important task. So she was like, uh-oh, this was just asked of me. And I was like, don't even stress. So what our plan is going to be is I'm just going to go run and get only the French onion soup ingredients so that I can start prepping that, because I'm sure cutting that many onions will be a million years of cutting. And then by the time she takes the surprise victim to go get her nails done and comes up to me, I should be done with that. And we're going to grab a coffee, do Costco, come back, prep. So it's actually great. This buys me a couple more hours of just like hanging out with y'all. And I also do need to wrap some gifts. There's plenty of things on my to-do list that I can also do while we are now waiting. But I think that everything we're doing is going to be a breeze. But I also have time to now just sit here and chat. As you know, first off, this video came out the day after my last video. When that happens, YouTube squashes the algorithm. So I don't know how many people are going to actually even see this video. YouTube does not like back-to-back videos posted, which is so funny because it used to be the opposite. But this is the last video of the year and until my break. And so in some ways it's kind of like goodbye for a long time. For me, I'm not going to be filming for 6 weeks. I am going to be filming 2 kind of like podcasts things in the middle of my break. That will be my first 2 videos back. To me, that doesn't feel like filming. It feels more of like part of my homework of just like really forcing myself to deep dive, process, and make some decisions and conclusions about like how I want things to be. And so I will be filming 2 probably hours of podcast video content. So beyond that, no filming until literally the first week of February. It's wild. I've basically filled the month with some challenges that I think will be really good for me to push myself out of my comfort zone and to process things and to give myself the space and availability to like feel some feelings. The first few days of my break, I'm going to completely lock my phone away. I'm going to delete social media for the whole time, but I'm going to completely lock my phone away for a couple days to just see what my brain does. This sounds very pick-me to say, but I don't know genuinely in my life if I have felt the feeling of boredom. I've always been the kid that just like does more. Like I'm always excited to do more, and I've never been like, oh, I'm bored. What do I do? So I am going to try to see if I can experience that. And then I'm going to do a silent retreat with monks just for a day, as a day retreat, and see if that brings up anything. I'm going to do a rage room to see if I can get myself to feel anger, because that's another feeling that I don't allow myself to feel and I very much squash. I am going to go to a really nice restaurant alone with no date and no vlog camera, because that just makes me feel super uncomfortable. I'm so fine with solo dining if it is with the vlog for some reason, because I'm like, oh, there's a purpose, and in my mind I feel like I'm sharing the experience with y'all, and I will also have no social media, so there'll be nothing to scroll on my phone, just sit there in silence. There's like so many things like that that I am going to do on my 6 weeks off, and it's gonna be very like Eat, Pray, Love. I've never seen that movie, so actually I don't know. Very like let's get uncomfortable, let's push my boundaries, let's do some soul searching, and let's just see if I can meet myself in as many ways as possible, because I've been like kind of doing the same routine for a long time, and I definitely have some unhealthy habits of my own, and I just want to see what would happen if I kind of like break the mold, break the norm. Yeah, I'm gonna miss y'all a lot, genuinely. In the past, when I've gone like Christmas week without vlogging, by the end of it, I'm like, where's my camera? I miss talking to my friends. That's how I feel. I feel like it's like taking away like my cell phone when you take away my camera, because I'm like, that's like a relationship and a point of communication for me that I'm so used to having continuously. So I'm gonna miss y'all. It's gonna be weird. But I am very, very excited, like nervous excited. Like I hope this isn't the dumbest thing I've ever done excited. Goodbye. Not goodbye at the end of this vlog, but at the end of this vlog, there will be goodbye. You get it. I'm going to try to figure out the quantity of onions that I need. Do a little bit of research. I should ask ChatGPT. Oh, my last ChatGPT was how are chicken eggs fertilized? from dinner last night. How many onions are needed to make French onion soup for 8 people? 4 to 6 large onions? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Nah, we need more than that, I think. 10 whole onions. This is so heavy. And I only cried for like 30 seconds. I've started opening up these windows when I cut onions because the cross breeze helps so much. So if you have a window in your kitchen, open it and cut any onions like in the window. Or if you don't have a window in your kitchen, maybe take your cutting board outside. I don't know if I can fit all of this into one pot or if I should do 2. I might do 50-50. I'm gonna melt some butter and get these sauteing. Both of these pots were completely to the top when I started, and they're not even caramelized yet, but look at how much it blows my mind every time how much onions reduce down. Genuinely. Look at that. Smelling good though. Sorry for the loud music in the background, but we are about to head out and triple dip grocery stores. And I just have to show you the inspo. So this was the inspo that Leah sent. French fries. Mozzarella sticks, which doesn't quite fit the French theme, but we're gonna go for it anyways. Then I've had this picture saved on Pinterest for literally a year, and I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to do this. Look at how cute. And it is literally so easy. It's just put the berries and the cheese on the platter in that order. So to get all these things, we're gonna do Costco, Trader Joe's, Fraser again. Yep. 4 grocery stores in one day. If Costco doesn't have caviar, we might need a 4th stop.
Whole Foods.
Whole Foods does have caviar. I did a campaign with them once all about their caviar.
Really?
It was a, what is the holiday about love? Valentine's. What?
What's the holiday about love?
It was a Valentine's Day campaign. We are gonna do a taste test because somebody, I'm not gonna say who, was very sweet and bought me a pastry.
When there's gluten-free?
It's a gingerbread. Is that edible?
What is that?
I think that does look like pine.
Well, it's tree. I'm not eating that.
It's a gingerbread cranberry scone. Wow.
How is that gluten-free?
I don't know. This will fuel us for our 3 stores. We have a pretty full cart here in Costco. Okay, a couple things that are incredible. This whole thing of macarons, $10. So boom, gluten-free dessert. We also got a lot of steak. So we'll see how that goes. And then Haley was telling me that they had this thing and we couldn't find it. And I was like, I don't know if they do. And we do. This whole selection of cheeses, $20.
23.
Oh, 23. I don't know about it anymore. There's literally so many good. Sorry, I'm now reading them. I'm like, keep holding it, keep holding it.
Style cheese, Vault 5 cave-aged cheddar cheese, Iberico Grand Reserva cheese, El Tartufo Pecorino, Tuscan rubbed, Fontal cheese.
Dude, that one looks like it's gonna be the best. I think we're gonna call it good here and get the rest at TJ's for some smaller things that we don't need in bulk. Okay, it's a little bit later. It's actually already almost 9 p.m. Haley just left. We are going to finish everything off tomorrow, but I am gonna make some fun hot chocolate to take in the car to go see lights. This was Jordy's idea, but my idea was to do a peppermint hot chocolate. This might be risky. Let's see. Oh no. I just have these massive marshmallows, so I've ripped them up into smaller pieces. And I have a torch. I'm gonna torch these marshmallows and then top them with candy cane. Oh yeah, buddy. Freaking camp bonfire in here, look at that. Whew. Top it with some leftover, I've been using this peppermint for so many things. It's been so handy. There we go, there's some little to-go peppermint hot chocolate. It is funny in California, I feel like you don't see Christmas lights as much. So I don't really know where like the good light neighborhoods are, but I'm sure we'll find something. So I'll bring y'all along, end off on a little bit of holly jolly cheer. But thanks for spending the day with me. I like don't want to say bye. I don't want to say bye because it's gonna be so long, but I'll see you in February. And thanks again to Jim for partnering with me on this video. I will have my link and my code down below if you want to get 50% off your first month. They have their Calm Bites, their Energy Bites, and then just like the daily ones as well. Okay, I love y'all. I hope you have the best rest of your day. And I'll see you in another video not very soon.